it's taken me like 2 days to kind of compose myself, in order to talk about this, in a collective way without kind of tearing up or choking up. And even in this moment right now, I'm blaming allergies, but it's probably not. At the moment, I decided that I need to, man up and kind of do this for the sake of continuity and continuing this weekly special. But I don't come to you as King Rickie Rose of the Kings of the Rings podcast. I come to you as just as Ricky. Ricky is my real name, so it's really not that much of a difference. And I want to tell you some stories, or just brief stories to kind of, um, hone into a point, which I will get to, in these next couple of minutes. But I had a friend, had a friend. His name was Dwight. And Dwight was a little bit younger than me. I went to high school with him, high school, middle school with him. Uh, African American kid, greatest, biggest smile on his face, good, very, very above average athlete, great student, nicest kid in the world. You couldn't ask for anything better. Dwight had leukemia. Dwight lived till, I want to say 22, 23. He had just got out of college. It was in remission. He kept fighting, kept fighting, kept fighting, soon after college, or soon after I got home from college, I believe Dwight himself was still in college, down in Maryland, which ironically I was also in college down in Maryland. I never saw him. Dwight passed away to leukemia, and that hurt a lot of people in my community and a lot of our close friends really hard because Dwight was like a little brother to us. And he was supposed to be. I mean, he was a great kid. There's nothing that you could say poorly about Dwight. Um, so then I had a girl in my class, in my high school graduating class. Her name was Erica. And I mean, I went to a small, private high school on Long Island, so secretly, yes, I am a bit of a prep in that nature. And Erica and I probably couldn't have been in more different drastic social circles. Erica was kind of for all intents and purposes, there's nothing on her. She was the rich bitch, and she had the money. She could flaunt it. She had a pretty bitchy attitude in high school, and I was just the cool, laid back, guy. And I guess I was the popular guy or something. But I wasn't Erica. You know, and um, Erica was one of those people like out of high school, like, you know what? If I didn't talk to Erica again, I'd probably be okay with that. But then a lot of things changed, with Erica. So I was doing a kind of a passion project, kind of a mini blog offset, getting ready for my 10-year high school, anniversary, which shows you how fucking old I am. That was like a year or so ago now, where I started planning it, right before WrestleMania 32. Because I wanted to give myself time to do it, but I never really finished it. And one of the people I interviewed was Erica. Um, it's people change sometimes after high school, sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse, and maybe they just become who they were actually meant to be, down the road. So I was able to get in contact with Erica again, um, and I was able to, go to her house. She was still living with her parents, like most of us still are. She was still living with her parents. I had dinner with her family. I caught up with her brother, who was a high school football teammate of mine. And Erica and I got to talking. I was doing a blog, like I said, for my high school reunion and trying to see where people were in life. And Erica finally went public during that interview, um, with me, which I still have the audio for here somewhere. She finally went public and told the world that ever since she was a junior in high school, she had been fighting cancer, brain cancer. And, you know, and she said it and she talked about it, and she was okay with talking about it. She talked about everything from chemo to her hair falling out and how she was going to battle and how she has dreams in the future of having, um, of having a family and child, and she was going to go into real estate and start selling houses because Erica's a fashionista and she liked to, you know, uh, be creative in that way. And above all, she was also very supportive of what I was doing. I'm trying to keep the class together. She always gave me words of encouragement and things like that. And I was, I wished her happy birthday. We kept in contact here and there. And I was really hoping that she was going to show up to the 10-year reunion. And she didn't show up. It then didn't dawn on me until about mid-November, almost to mid-November, about 11 or so months ago. Erica passed away right before Thanksgiving. Hit everybody like a sack of bricks. It's kind of how um, it's kind of how what happened to Roman hit all of us in the wrestling community like a sack of bricks. Now, I had told you those two stories. I love Joy. I love Joy. Joy was a great kid. I didn't like Erica until later on in life. Found out, maybe she's not so bad after all. And that's kind of the Roman Reigns limit here. Like a lot of us in wrestling Twitter do not like Roman Reigns the character, but Roman the person. From what I've heard, from what I've seen in interviews, people's homages to him in the past couple of days. Roman's an amazing person. From that unbelievable, heartfelt promo as Joe, as Joseph Anoa'i, not as Roman. Um, I like that version of him. And when he comes back from battling leukemia, I really hope to see a lot more of Joe than I do see of Roman. Cancer sucks. And this is something unprecedented in the wrestling community. We've always had these unexpected announcements of retirement, but we've never had an unexpected announcement of a wrestler potentially on his deathbed, if we're being honest. Roman may not come back from this. That's why it kind of stung really hard when Paul Heyman, who was a fucking brilliant man on the microphone and cut one of his best promos ever, said, "How am I going to tell my kids about this?" Because to be honest with you, as a child growing up as a wrestling fan, I never had my wrestling superheroes be like, "My name is Steven Williams. My name is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. My name is Mark Calloway." Come out in street clothes and say, "And I have cancer and I may die and never come back." That's never happened to us. We don't have kids from, the Ruthless Aggression era saying, hi, have their hero be like, "Hi, my name is John Cena and I'm going to die of cancer." This has never happened. I think that's why the outpour and the outcry of this is so big, and it transcends wrestling as a whole. It is a sports story. It's a pop culture story because yes, Roman Reigns is that popular. Roman Reigns is current pop culture at this moment. And no one wants to see somebody go in their prime like this ever. And like someone said on Twitter, first thing when Roman said he came out of leukemia, I was like, think about his child. What is he going to tell his child that he's going through right now? It's something to think about, something to harp on. And on behalf of Kings of the Rings podcast, and of course from me, Roman, you don't know me, but my name is Rickie. I hate your character. I'm still going to stand by that, but as a person, I don't want to see anything bad happen to you. Uh, Fight this. You can, you will, and we'll see you when you get back because I'm going to miss booing your ass. My name is Rickie of Kings of the Rings podcast, and this has been Watch the Throne.